Hello, we're back here with Stephen Martin, friend of the channel, who's been on this before.
Hello.
What did you do today?
I decided to have fun in locals with Earth Machines. I came in second.
And what else are you playing in your Earth Machine deck? Or will we see it later in the profile?
We're going to introduce the spice as we are going through the game. So, we are going to get right into it.
Let's do it.
Yes, so...
Undefeated.
Shouts to the Swans.
Swan boys.
Ultimate Swan Jeff. So here we go for main deck, because I'm playing a 42 card, because the amount of room I had to put in.
Sure.
So, let's start off. Tree Machina Gear Frame.
Yeah.
And Machina Unclaspable. So, you get a free search of the deck. Usually, if you want to go into... get out your machine in place, and then if you have a heavy forward or a bulldozer, that's fine. You can take the negation with Ash on Perm, and then you can go off for play. Unclaspable, which is not yet ultra rare for another 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's coming in the tins, right?
Yeah, I was so excited to see that.
Sounds
so
cool.
it's a foolish burial, and it helps way too much because Ruin Force is a thing. Or if you want, you can get Sindel, crash with your Earth monsters, and just go Raigeki if they can't do anything else.
Fair.
And next, one Fortress, one Metal Cruncher, one Sindel, and one of the card that is way too good for an FTK. Please.
I mean, I think they're both pretty good.
Definitely. So,
I think in the last video you were saying these are the MVPs, these three.
Yes. Now with the new edition, which is Metal Cruncher, usually I do not like Metal Cruncher because it's a waste of a normal summon, even though it's good, but you want it's kind of bricky.
Well.
But with the new tech and spice that's coming in a bit, it makes this way too easy to use. And then you have Fortress, which is basically way too good on deck because it outs like many boards, helps you like ditch too many cards to bring back the Ruin Force or Sindel. And then Sindel, free Raigeki, Ruin Force because it's Ruin Force, free special summons, negates, and helps you with your life points by cutting your opponents in half.
Oh, I forgot about that effect, yeah. That sounds really good.
And then for the infinite tracks, I'm playing 2 Harvester, which is the free straddles of the deck, and level manipulation. 1 Bulldozer, you only need to play 1 free special summon from the extra deck, from the main deck, and then you have Monster Reborn, which is Trencher, Part of Avarice, which is Tunnel, and for today I was trying the Anchor Drill because I want to get into Enter Flat Neo or the Earth Slicer very quickly, which helps a lot.
I think, yeah, Enter Blatner is really powerful cards.
Especially when it outs to cards that can't be targeted, which is fantastic, like Avramax and all that.
It has a Trish as well, a Trish kind of effect.
Oh, it's a Trish effect. Since it doesn't target, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then the one-offs, which is a brick, but it can come in helpful sometimes, which is Gearbox.
Nice.
And then you have your Train Engine, Geo Crane, and Bullet Express. It's a free special summon if you have Earth monsters, and same with this. So it's great for chain blocking, so you don't have to worry about Ash as long as you have this. And then you get a free search during the end phase of a monster in your graveyard, and a free interruption as a giant.
Nice.
And then right after that, the new spice.
Okay, this is the drum roll please moment, right?
Behold the Vernusylphs.
What the heck are these things?
Something that Konami's like, oh, let's give my deck more support.
They're so cute.
We're just going to start with Flourishing Hills, which is searches any Vernusylph from deck, and when I discard, by discarding this and the monster, and if I do, I can special summon a Earth monster from a grave. Does not target, so Carbon Grave does nothing to me. Crow.
No crows as well, yeah.
This one is a Foolish Barrier, so you want to get rid of stuff like a level 10 monster, so that way you can bring it back with Angry Knuckle. And then same thing with her is special summon and Winnie the Pooh because it just lets you draw 1. So it's basically a free upstart and a free special summon. So with all of these, you can discard Regulus and then bring them back, and you don't need to use its effective special.
That's insane. I was looking at these. They're like Foxy tunes for this deck or something. They're just like
overpowered.
They're so good.
And speaking of which, you have Regulus. I only need 2 because Tree is a bit too much. If I were to play Tree, I just get another one so I could use it with the Metal Cruncher, but as long as I have plays to get rid of the Metal Cruncher.
And I think that's insane with these guys, right?
Yeah,
because they can send stuff to grave for that to equip. Like, let's say you hard draw them or whatever, right?
Like the Vernusylph, you just get rid of Regulus and you get a free plus and a negate, so that's just way too amazing.
Really good.
Please, Konami, bring back Redux.
Oh my god.
And then for the hand traps, 2 Ash. People say hand traps is not that great this format.
Yeah, it's hand traps, not board breakers, but I think your whole deck is board breaker.
Like, I played against random decks, so you're going to be surprised what you see. And it's good against Tearlamentals if you have it and negate during your turn, because...
If they go Havnus effect, yeah. It's quite good.
It just stops them. And then for the spells, I play free redeployment, because you want to search a machine...
Wait, is that your only hand trap?
Oh, yeah, this is only hand traps.
2 Ash Blossom.
Yes, and
you're playing 42 cards, right?
Yes.
So are these your 41st and 42nd card then?
I think so, yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Because I'm going to keep drawing and searching, so it doesn't matter how many in the deck.
True, with the Pot of Avarice, isn't? Yeah. Okay.
Unless grass comes back. So.
Oh my god.
Redeployment, because you don't mind getting ashed, or if you want to save this, go Gear Frame first. If they do nothing, then you can just go, okay, I can just do this. Instead, just get the free draws, get Rune Force and Fortress, and just have fun. Heavy forward, I only play 2 because of Realm, so it helps you get materials added to the likes of Zeus or your Earth Slicer, and it's just too good. Free Harvester and everything. And if your Gear Frame gets negated, you can just go, okay, get Bulldozer, and then combo off from there. And for the card, that's not that great for me, which is Dark Road Normal. It's okay going second, but I only playing test this if I would.
So you win with board breakers then?
Yeah, it's kind of a board breaker. And you don't mind not doing damage because of Zeus is a thing. As long as you get off Zeus during main phase 2, you're just happy with that. I only
so for this you're really prioritizing making Zeus when you have this in hand, is it?
As long as you don't detach materials for Gustav Max and Levi, because...
But have you... Okay, so maybe this is a pretty weird question, but have you encountered boards that were very difficult to maneuver that you needed this card for?
I have, but I managed to get over them without this because it's too fun.
No, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's grand, yeah.
Just in terms of whether you like, sometimes you might look at it, look at a board and go, look at your board and look at your hand and go, I think I can probably kill you without Dark Rooter, so I might not even use it. In which case, it's probably not the best idea to use it, maybe.
Well, it's okay.
Would you prefer,
as long as you have
would you use Droplet if you didn't have Droplets?
Oh, I have Droplets, yeah. I was certainly playing testing this, but I might consider putting Droplets back in. But if you have this...
I think with the Vernusylphs, you might be expelling your hand a bit more, but...
True, yeah. As long as you get sent on the grave, you don't mind, or you get on the field so you can pop it. Have it ready for next time if they try to come back. And then 2 urgent schedules.
Oh, you had them in the main this time.
Yes. I had them inside deck last week, but I was like, it's okay, but I'm putting it back in the deck.
Okay.
And it's helped me a lot, so I can just go combo off. And when
I suppose it helps for when people have this against you. Do you know what I mean? If they're doing this against you, then urgent schedule is really good.
Yes. And then you can just destroy them on with the Mega Overdrive, and then you can just get Sindel since it wasn't a gate because it was from the deck, and you can have fun.
Cool.
And then the one-off Call by the Grave.
Ban this card, yeah.
As long as they don't bring back Maxi. And then I have 1 Overdrive, 2 Warlords because of the format, and I play all machines. Yes, the Vernusylphs, but you don't really need them.
Oh, what do you do? You send them from deck anyway, or send them from hand most of the time, right?
Yeah. Because they never get on the field.
Really.
They never get on the field, so it doesn't really hurt.
And, you do have other hand traps. Okay.
And the only hand traps is 2 Ash and the Impermanence.
Yeah, I think that's fair. With the 3 Dark Rooter, that's like... It's a good split between the 2.
Yes. And for extra deck, I am playing 1 Gilgamesh because it's a free search from to deck or grave. So if I had on Classbow in the grave, I can just add it back with this and get a free special. And
that's from grave as well, is it?
Yes.
Let's forget that effect.
Gear format. I'm testing Babushka because of Vernusylph is Force and the Gear Frame. So if I want, I can summon Gear Frame.
You said the Vernusylphs are... they're 4. Okay.
2 of them are level 4s, and then I just make Babushka for like heavy combo decks, which is mostly Tearlamentals.
Tearlaments, yeah.
Didn't get to see this once.
It's quite good against any of the fusion decks.
Any deck that's too heavy on combos.
Anything that doesn't make links.
As long as it doesn't make links.
Yeah.
So Babushka, and then 1 River Stormer is a free search and helps you extend to get too many cards in grave, so you can shuffle with the likes of Tunlock. 1 River Stormer. Oh, sorry, not River Stormer. Earth Slicer. So basically, it destroys cards in the field, especially when you have it attached with extra effects like Goliath or the Heavy Forward. Also, this helps you get Zeus. If you don't open up with trains, you can just go Zeus, and it helps you a lot.
Oh, okay, so there's other ways to get to Zeus than the rank 10s. Okay.
1 Enter Flat Neo just banishes the likes anything that you can't get over, or if you're going first, you want to get rid of one of them out of the hand.
Non-targeting banish, yeah.
Definitely.
Really solid.
And then the trains goes on max.
Yep, burn,
and then
protect. Or is that the protect?
Unaffected by card effects, and has a big booty. And the Levi, because you want to kill everything.
Double attack kill.
And if they survive, you can just make into big boy Zeus.
Yeah.
So Zeus is basically explanatory.
He's basically a rank 10 train.
And then 2 Goliath. I only cut 1 for
you were playing
Babushka,
3 last week, yeah.
I cut 1 for the Babushka, but just play testing. If it doesn't work out next time, I'll just cut it for a 3rd Goliath. Angry Knuckle, Monster Reborn for your trains. And also, if it's in the graveyard, which is fantastic, because if you have Floodgates, like Anti-Spell or goes like Warlords, you can just cut that out and bring this back, and you have no disadvantage to yourself.
Nice.
Ballista, amazing, both effects. So don't forget it has a second effect to make your opponent's strongest monster become 0 attack and defense by popping your own card, like Urgent Schedule, if you didn't use it.
I have never seen you use that. That's cool.
And then 1 gadget, free special summon from hand, and 1 Playful Genius. It outs mainly anything, as long as you can target it.
Nice.
And then side deck, I was going back and forward with this, so I decided to put in the likes of Planketops. I was tempted to main deck this because with Vernusylph, you can discard it and then special summon back, so you can have free interruption if you want.
Oh, it's Earth as well, yeah, nice.
And then 2 DD Crows because Tearlaments or anything that needs grave. And then this, the maxi of life points.
Seriously?
Now, yes, because
at locals.
Now, I have 2 advantages with this. One, yes, because of time, or because your opponent's like, okay, I'm going to end my turn, I lose half my life points, that's fine, because I get to kill you, because it's basically maxi. And then, I wasn't sure, because of Mystic Mind B-Cup, thanks YCS Brazil, you have 3 Cosmic Cyclones just to banish, which helped me a lot today. 1 reboot, because I don't like back row.
Sure.
And then Floodgates, 2 Summon Limit.
Summon Limit's a good one.
2D Barrier and 2 Anti-Spell. These do not bother at all because I can get rid of it with Double-Headed Angry Knuckle and continue my plays.
It's really good. So you've, what, 6, you say 6 going first cards? If you want to go back, can you go back to it for a second?
6 going first cards, like D Barriers and all.
Yeah.
This is for Tearlaments or anything that's massive heavy on...
And you need to make like a rank 2. Or like a rank monster at all, you know.
As long as Angry Knuckles in the grave, you have nothing to worry about. These 2, you can just ditch it, special summon it, and keep playing with your cards.
I mean, you just need to make 1 big boy, right?
Yes,
most of the time. Yeah, so it's not too bad.
And then D Barrier because you do not want your opponent to special summon certain types. Yeah. And Anti-Spell because it's mostly for Mystic Rune, even though I haven't played against it.
Mystic Rune. Oh, the Runics.
Oh, Runics.
Okay, so you're always on top of your game in terms of meta stuff, aren't you?
Definitely.
I like that. Any other things? So what was your matchups?
Matchup for today was round 1 was against Labyrinth. It was kind of random, but he kept bricking, so it keeps going compulse on my stuff to negate. Bounce back. I'm like, okay, thanks. So I can just ditch it for Fortress again, and then I just killed him. Cosmic Cyclone game 2 in Red Reboot, and that was it. And then round 2 was against Dynamorphia Ice. He went Dynamorphia Exosister. I was like, I won dice roll going first, so I was like, okay.
Dynamorphia Exosister.
Yeah, it was kind of random. So I was like, okay, game 1, I was like making Zeus with 4 materials of Goliath. And when he saw that I was about to do more plays, he was like, yeah, we'll go to the game 2. Because he saw that, I was like, oh, so he must have had too many traps. Game 2. He set tree and he had the Exorcister. I was like, okay, so draw for turn. I opened up Standby Phase, double Cosmic Cyclone on 2 of his cards. One was the Dynamorphia and one's the Exorcister Quick Play. And he made a misplay. He should have special summoned the Exorcister that would have stopped me from special from Grave, but instead he went for the one that target. So I was like, okay, made Fortress, and then he was like, okay, banish the Fortress by targeting. I was like, okay, banish the card in your send the card in your hand to grave. It was a DD Crow. So
because when it gets targeted, Fortress gets targeted as an effect, yeah.
And then I was like, Citadel and then Rune Force overlay from your trains and bring back the Rune Force, and he was like, yeah, you win that because I can't do it.
Fair.
Round 3 was against Tearlaments. He was like doing his plays, and he had 2 cards left in deck, and he had Topologic Bomber Dragon and some random stuff. I was like, making me plays, and then as I was making me field, he goes Bomber Dragon and popped, and I asked him because I haven't seen that card since Goki format, can that is it once per turn? He said no. It's like, oh, let's have some fun, boys. I went Rune Force, bring it back by banishing me unclassable gear frame and stuff, and I destroyed it. He was confused. Why would you do that? I was like, effect, special summon my monsters back, make more plays, and then just pop with the train, and then game 2, almost same board, but without the Masquerena and the Bomber Dragon. So he had Dweller and some fusion. I was like, and Elf. And I was like, okay. So I was trying to bait him out with a few certain things like the Fairy Tale Snow. He went Dweller, that was fine because Duracrane, special summons, Angry Knuckle, and then Rune Force doesn't activate in the grave to special summon itself. So I was doing that. He went Fairy Tale Snow on me Bulldozer when I brought out the Tunnel. So I was like, okay, I had Dora, so I was going overlay into Levi, and I was attacking with everything for game. And then game 3, Marine says it was a close one, and then got to game 3, but it was time, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Round 4,
because game 3, game 1, Citadel is a thing. You can just go, okay, interrupt, and then negate with impermanence, and just have too much fun.
Very good. Cool. Any shoutouts?
Shouts to all the lads and locals.
Since the last time we had a deck profile.
Shouts to all the lads and locals for playtesting against. Shouts to all the Earth Machine players and Lithium for having me in your deck profile. And I forgot what's the name of the website, David Ryan.
Carlancho store.
Carlancho.
Yeah.
Carlancho. To all the lads out there.
They're great for sending out deck profiles. Like, they do a really good job on it.
Yes. So shouts to every single Earth Machine player. You can do your best as long as you practice, watch a few seasons of the Golden Girls and Sex and the City, and also shouts to Ray Shadow Legends for not messing with us.
No, sir.
So have a good day,
sir.
and I'll see you next time.
This video is not sponsored by Ray Shadow Legends. Thanks, Steven. Take care.